if you're a fan of the player, a fan of the club he used to play for, or the team he used to play for, you'll pick him nevertheless.
Exactly. As we have had it underway, I believe, yes, we are seeing George Best, the left wing 94 rated George Best playing for Haller. So that's one of the very, very new faces we are seeing now today, as immediately Tarxien on the attack and Vieira and Ronaldo intertwining at the outside the box. R9 now in the box, and immediately first shot of the game. 97 now, R9 immediately on the board.
4th minute goal. What a way to start for Tarxien Rainbows here. Incredible, good turnaround with the ball with R9, the new 97 rated prime icon moment. R9 with a great shot in the great goal.
And we see Ferdinand for Haller as well. It was Ferdinand who lost R9, so it's not really a good impression for...
his debut sort of in the POV Premier League. Not a great first impression indeed. But still, of course, it's still very, very early. 4th minute, as we said, it was. So a lot to play for still.
And we see a foul from Maradona, who has also started for Haller. What a huge chunk of changes here for the starting lineup, because I didn't think he did play the prime version of Maradona before.
Yeah, I mean, how would this affect you, though, if you're used to a particular team, right? A particular matchup and particular players. Will this affect you in a bad way, changing maybe a quarter of your team?
I believe so, because some players, even the same player and different version of the player, can feel different. For example, I've experienced countless times experiencing an informed player not playing as good as his normal card, so that could affect the way a player plays. But as we see an attack from Gudja and Haller, in the meantime ball to R9 and ball back to Messi. He stopped, he could have shot with his right foot, but unfortunately he decided to try to play it safer but lost possession of the ball.
So first real chance there for Gudja, but it's good to see at least the ball going back and forth. It's not just Tarxien Rainbows dominating the match, even though it was actually Tarxien who started off on a great foot.
And Tarxien once again on the front foot. Eusebio returning the ball, but R9 couldn't manage to get before Virgil van Dijk steps in. But once again, Virgil van Dijk, very good tackle there. As we saw also a glimpse of the new Eusebio from Tarxien. Eusebio has been improved massively in his prime icon moment. So,
and he was also picked before the prime icon moment, so he's still being played here. As we see Mbappe here on the right flank, where he managed to find a good ball in. Good, goes for the shot, but Kanté there to block the ball. So Klauka still maintaining some pressure here for his side. The ball has yet to, cross the halfway line, I guess, for Gudja. Only once we saw Gudja being a bit more dangerous. Okay, so maybe Gudja here, go with the ball with Kanté in the middle, goes for the pass-through ball in, but not enough to find his teammate there in Alisson's safe hands to save the ball.
Yeah, an unfortunate deflection for Gudja, clipping, I think, the back of the defender's heels, and the ball comfortably to Alisson, as now Tarxien are on the attack on this left-hand side. Robertson trying to find some space to cross, goes for a through ball to Eusebio. Eusebio finding R9 in the box. R9 on the left foot, near post finish, and that's 2-0.
And again with R9, I mean, the first time we're seeing the 97 rated R9, and 2 shots he managed to pull off, and 2 goals. Incredible use here of this great icon at the front.
It's just a +1 upgrade, but his improvements have been massive. I mean, that physical improvement, most of all, has been so good. It's +6 on the overall stats. So good. And I mean, I believe some like +10 strength, +8 to be exact. So massive upgrade for the physical department. But in the rest, R9 is one of the best players in the game, and he'll definitely be picked more and more as his 97 form is showing now.
Yes, definitely. And this is a great start for Tarxien Rainbows. Of course, last week we did see them in action. However, unfortunately for Klauka, he did not manage to give us an impressive run. He also came up against Santa Lucia, which is the leader, as we see Gudja trying to create something here. Good chance, and the post, the upright just hit. It's the first upright we see, and I'm sure it won't be the last.
Unfortunately, but the ball did fall on Maradona's strong foot, which is his left. But unfortunately, the ball hit the post and didn't get a good rebound as well. So very, very close for Gudja and Haller to get a goal back.
It would have been great to see Maradona scoring, actually. First time we're seeing him in play. But let's see what Tarxien Rainbows can create here. Once again with R9, the back to Vieira. Tries for the Trubo, but this time he's praying for too much, I feel. Of course, Maradona is such a great player and great card. However, physical-wise, he is still behind, right? Where he's only 80, I believe, frame.
Yeah,
right?
he's quite lacking in the physical department, and he's quite short as well. So you can't really hope to get those headers. And then a good ball from Maradona. Oh my God! Sends Nesta on the wrong way. And I believe that was Maldini, I think. And what a finish from Maradona.
And we were speaking of Maradona, actually. But of course, his dribbling is at 99 rated. So, of course, he's great use there in the box, confusing the defense. And at least this is a good goal for Gudja to score.
He sends the defender totally the wrong way. What a move from Halle.
Yes, and we have a game for you guys here. It's only 2-1.
And immediately R9 gets the ball back. R9 one-on-one against Alisson. What a save from the Brazilian goalkeeper.
Tarxien Rainbows has to be careful here. The final minutes of the first half, you can't give the opponent 2 goals. Messi again, R9, and there. Oh my God, that was so close, just wide. What a way it would have been to score. So the final minute here of the first half, I don't think we'll be seeing more action unless we'll have a lot of minutes of additional time, which I doubt. It's only 2 minutes, so perhaps Tarxien Rainbows can create something here.
But Messi intercepts the ball, but Klauka needs to be more careful with these startup situations from the back, as he's losing position quite cheaply, as we have seen just now. Maradona could play Kante through, but very nice interception from Maldini, stopping the attack and ending the half on Klauka's favor. But a good signs of comeback from Haller here.
Yes, even when you look at the stats, even possession-wise, Gudja United has 58%. Shots, okay, Tarxien got a bit more. However, I feel that Klauka is making a few more errors, which will cost him in the end. So he has to be a bit careful. Now it's only 1 goal the difference. And you know how things change in football, right? 1 goal will not be enough.
Most definitely, and in FIFA it's even worse.
Yes.
As you can score a goal out of nothing. As I believe that Gudja have substituted Maradona with Pelé.
Oh yes.
So you'll be quite happy to see your idol in action.
Excellent, beautiful. And it's interesting because Maradona is the one who actually scored the goal for Gudja United. But of course, as we said, Maradona lacks in the physical department, so perhaps it does make sense to put in someone slightly stronger, right?
Exactly. He's not that much stronger, but I believe he's more than Maradona.
Yes. And so let's see what happens here. We're ready with R9 here for Gudja United. What can Haller do here to start the second half? Messi with the ball. But it's lost, unfortunately. Couldn't find the space through Tarxien Rainbow's defense.
Ironically, the introduction of cards such as 99, Pelé and Maradona have, I thought that they would end up switching formations to more narrow formations, and because of Messi's 99 rated item being a right mid, he would be excluded from the formations. But we're still seeing Messi as a good move from Tarxien, but a nice tackle from Ferdinand, stripping possession away. But as I was saying, we don't really see players make do without Messi, and that shows how good that card is, because players are making sacrifices just to fit 1 card, 99 rated Messi. So it's he must do quite some work for some players.
Yeah, in fact, we were discussing this before this match started, that the opportunity of players using Messi, perhaps making a formation that revolves around one particular player, especially now with the prime icon moments as well. But yeah, I mean, I do expect, however, formations not to have Messi as we go further on today.
That's a good through ball from Eusebio to R9 Ronaldo. R9 goes to the flank as he is quite crowded. CR7, good back hit. R9 and CR7 tried to play it back once again, but good tackle from Haller to strip possession away and try to maybe start something on the counter attack.
But Haller can't lose the ball like this. He has to make his opportunities count, as he just gave Tarxien Rainbow a good chance here with R9 in the middle. Will he cross the ball through, but not enough to penetrate the defense, unfortunately. Will be a counter-attack once again from Haller.
Good strength from Pelé, shielding off from Hullet. Imagine that being Maradona. I think it would have been trampled down.
Exactly, yes, that's what I was thinking actually. So let's see if we have a change in formation or perhaps substitution.
I believe we're quite in the middle of this second half, so probably Gudja should try their best to bring on more attacking talent.
Yeah, but I doubt we saw a substitution actually from Haller's team.
If you check out the top left corner, I think Hullet was sent off.
Oh.
Yes, there's confirmation. Hullet was sent off for Tarxien for that rash tackle on Pelé, and
ouch.
That will definitely be a blow for Tarxien, as
this is exactly what Haller needed actually. Now a good opportunity for him to find at least the equalizer, if not the winning goal then.
And I believe this is the first red card we've seen in these four matches for match days of the Premier League. So it's
it would be interesting to see how a player actually reacts now to this send-off, because of course he's playing with 10 players and now it's Haller that should mount on the pressure, not the other way around. So Haller has to go through. I do believe Maradona had the yellow card, but he replaced him. So now Haller can also afford to be a bit more aggressive, or at least creative as well.
Good switch off play from Haller, switching from left to right, as Zambrotta now with position, but chooses to go back, and that is one thing which you don't really need to do, especially when you're a man up and a goal down. You really need to press on the accelerator and try to maybe conjure something up.
Could be here that the goal comes, maybe with Conte here in the middle, back to R9, back to Conte. Will we see a shot? Not exactly. He tried for the through ball there to R9, very risky. Through ball as he wins the ball back with Hullet here in the middle once again with R9. The tackle, not enough to take the ball. George Best, but not enough to get through over the defender there. It would have been great to see maybe George Best try his luck at the goal.
And probably that is one of the reasons why George Best isn't really picked in favor of other attacking players, as his control was a little bit lacking there, and maybe an R9 or an Eusebio for Haller could have had a much better killer touch and finish the action.
So it's only 10 minutes left for Haller to do something here. He is a man up, so I do feel that he should actually try harder, at least to find the goal, because these passes are not doing for him. He has to be a bit more patient as well. But still, you're a man up. You can't do it.
There's a good through ball to CR7 running down this left-hand side. Will he try to waste some time near this corner flag? I think that's his intentions at the moment, and a good tackle from Ferdinand, but concedes a corner in the process, and that's exactly what Tarxien wants.
Yeah, exactly. If the clock ticks down faster, that's good for them, of course. It will be a short corner here. Let's see if Tarxien Rainbows can create something. Is it another corner?
A brilliant tackle from Zambrotta, and that's not a corner, that's a goal kick for Haller, who will try to once again start a move towards Tarxien's goal.
We're seeing Haller making use of this right flank quite often now with Zambrotta there. Oh, but that's touch too many on the ball. Unfortunately, he just gave the ball away just like that, and the clock is ticking down now. Only a few minutes left in game for Haller to create something.
He's still trying to maybe find something as a good ball to Messi in the box, but what a tackle from Maldini, and that could be it. I mean, if Tarxien played safely,
yeah, I mean, maintain possession, just short passes, don't give away the ball quickly, even though now it's Tarxien who have the offensive advantage. He's still maintaining the ball with Mbappe. This is good play from Klauka. Look at the time, it's just a minute and 20 seconds left for the final whistle to go.
And you really hate to be on the opposition of this. I mean, it's very smart from Klauka, very smart play to keep the ball near the touchline, and just like that, Haller, with his probably final opportunity, gives the ball away. Klauka sends it out, and just like that, the 3 whistles from the referee, and first match goes to Tarxien.
Incredible. I mean, Tarxien played for so long with only 10 players, but he withstood the siege from Gudja. He actually managed to create chances for his team as well, and the score is 2-1. Tarxien Rainbows get the 3 points.
It's quite a bit, not unfortunate, but lacking from Haller and Gudja. He had such a marvelous opportunity, and Klauka lost Hullet, the key man in everyone's midfield here. So he didn't lose an attacker, of which there are a lot, but one of the key figures in the midfield. So he really needed to press more and try to find that space, which unfortunately he didn't manage to.
Let's see if Haller can change things around in the second round. In the meantime, we have other matches being played. We have Balzan against Mosta being played off stream, as well as Senglea and Valletta. So that's a great matches as well. You can see the scores, the fixtures, and the standings all on the website and also on our Facebook page.
Exactly. The website is epremierleague.com. You can also Google it if you're not confident about how it's written. And even
the
our Facebook page and even on Twitter.
Yeah.
So you have quite some resources to find out.
Exactly. If you have comments, if you are siding for a particular player or a particular team, just write it down. I mean, it's for you to use as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure from what we're seeing, though, we're in for an interesting match day.
Yes, I mean, the first match was quite close.
Yeah.
We've seen the first red card in the Premier League as a whole. So I believe the second match will be more entertaining. I mean, maybe Haller can make those adjustments which he seems to maybe make at halftime. Maybe reduce the additions, take away that Best. Ferdinand wasn't that bad, but Best didn't really make anything work for him.
Yeah, I mean, he got only a few touches on the ball, I feel. But if you really like a player, like a team, I guess it's difficult to change, right? Sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Best is, I mean, one of the best.
Yeah, I mean, his surname is actually
Best. So
in there it is. But he might actually do a couple of changes. Of course, he needs the points. Gudja is sitting a bit low in the table.
Exactly.
So he does need those at least 3 points from this encounter, right?
We did see him get his first win last week, I believe. So maybe some extra motivation, which could be the stream.
Yeah, and last week it wasn't an easy match. It was against Birkirkara.
Exactly.
Right? So, of course, he gave us a great show. He lost the first match, I believe, but won the second one. So
it could be the exact same scenario right now. And I believe he lost 2-1 as well the first match. Or was it a 3-1?
3-1, yes.
Yeah.
It was 3-1, and he won 1-0 in the second round.
So that means that Haller can actually adapt.
Yes, of course he can. But now, because of this prime icon moments, it might also prove difficult for the player himself to pick the right formation for him, because when you have many options, sometimes it actually works against you.
Most definitely. And when you have such Haller seems to be a massive United fan, and having George Best on the left and Messi on the right could be a little bit of a detriment to the team, as you can play like a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, and you can have so many attacking options with Team of the Year Mbappe, CR7, R9 Ronaldo, Eusebio, Pelé, Maradona. The options are endless. Cruyff, De Bruyne.
So many options. But we're speaking of Haller, let's say something about Tarxien Rainbows now, Klauka. He is not just playing, of course, he sides, of course, with the team. However, he loves Tarxien Rainbows themselves. So he is representing his sort of favorite Maltese team as well. So he does want to make a good impression here. Last week, unfortunately, came up against some tough opposition, but now he's showing us that he is more than capable of getting those points and beating even the best players.
He did make an incredible performance in his first match, which was against Santa Lucia. He lost that 3-2, but
Yeah, it was close.
he came back from a 2-0 deficit.
Yeah.
So that shows that the kid is talented.
He is definitely, and he's still very, very young. So there's a lot of potential from his end.
Exactly. As I believe we are now we can head into our second round of this fixture between Tarxien and Gudja. It's now Tarxien attacking from left to right in the blue strip, and I believe Gudja are in the blue now.
Yes, I think so. Actually, they did switch the gears a bit here.
And Tarxien are in the red.
Yeah, and let's see if Gudja United actually do something now. Of course, they just lost the first round, so they lost 3 points. They just gave it away to Tarxien Rainbows. What will he do now, Haller, to change this the score?
So I believe we've had some updates on the results, and Senglia have beaten Valletta with a score of 2-1. So that's quite an upset considering last week's form from Turbulence. And even the other match was just being played off stream between Balzan and Mosta. Mosta have won 1-0.
Wow, impressive.
So
I'm actually impressed with Senglia here. I mean, Turbulence was so on form. I don't think he ever dropped a point when we saw him, at least. Or a loss, I mean. But wow, Senglia. I'm actually now really curious to see them on stream.
Yeah, me too. As a good interception from Virgil van Dijk, they're clearing the box from Tarxien's attacks. As Tarxien once again are on the move. Team of the year Mbappe trying to dribble Kante. Good backheel to Vieira. Once again, ball to Mbappe. Ball to R9 in the box. Oh my god! I thought it was going in.
And again, with R9 there, me too, I said, oh, it's 1-0 to Tarxien already. But it's wide this time from R9. But still, very good start for Tarxien Rainbows here. Again, using R9, Mbappe in the middle. So well done to him. And once again, he has the ball. So he's the one that's maintaining pressure now, actually.
And as we see, Hulit is back on the pitch for Tarxien, and Klauka, as the red cards
don't carry on,
through,
right?
don't carry on into the next match.
Right, so once again it's Tarxien with the ball here. He's mounting a good offense with Eusebio on the box, but bad touch for Tarxien Rainbows.
And a good tackle from Ferdinand as the Manchester United players combine there. Now ball to Robertson. They're not so very good friend from Liverpool. Ball with Hulit and Messi in this middle of the park, trying to make some things work.
This would be the first attack for Gudja United this game. Will it count? Not enough. Maldini's in the way there. Great Italian defender, of course. And now he's following, actually. Whoa, what a through ball!
To CR7 now in the box with the left foot. Great save from Schmeichel. And Robertson prevents the ball going out for a corner, but what a ball!
Incredible, and that was so close as well for Tarxien Rainbows. Unfortunately, couldn't get a good rebound from it, but wow, it has been such an incredible opening.
As once again, Gudja seemed to give away possession quite frequently and cheaply, unfortunately for Haller. And once again, Klauka is on the move, Eusebio, but Virgil van Dijk steps in. Such a clutch tackle there, 1v1 with the attacker.
I'm seeing Klauka so strong today. He really wants to win because he knows that he dropped points last week. So now he really wants to take all the opportunities that are presented to him and get as many points as possible. As we see, another great attack with R9 there. Eusebio once again, but loses the ball to Gudja's defense.
As once again a bad pass there from Gudja, and unfortunately Tarxien once again around the attack, trying to find Mbappe on that far right side, but I think the through ball was too ambitious there.
It was indeed, but I haven't seen Gudja doing much this game. It feels like it's Klauka that's just dictating everything. So Halle really needs to do something to at least he needs to get on the scoreboard. Right? He needs to get some points.
And probably he needs to be first on the scoreboard. That's it. That may add some extra pressure there. An amazing tackle from Vieira, stripping the ball from Hullet. And Vieira now on the charge, trying to release CR7. Very nice through ball down this left-hand side. Trying to wriggle off Zambrotta's pressure, but excellent comeback from the Italian wing back there. And the ball is now back with Gudja. Let's see if they can make something here.
At least Gudja is making good of its defense. I mean, we have seen Tarxien Rainbows mounting so many attacks, but none of them have been successful, and that is in part thanks to the good defending of Haller and Gudja United.
Gudja seem to be trying to make some good passes at the edge of the box. Ball now with Best, who could let it rip maybe. No, ball back to Kante. Vieira steps in and preventing R9 from taking the ball. That would have been a sure shot as a good ball from Eusebio to R9. But what a tackle from, I believe it was Ferdinand?
Yeah, I mean, Gudja again, Haller, the defense, is really working hard there. He knows he's being bombarded from all sides from Tarxien Rainbows. But now he has the opportunity to score. Let's see, Messi on the right in the box. Back to Zambrotta, what can Zambrotta do? Back to Messi. All right, so it's Kante in the middle, Maradona, but not enough to go through. And we're seeing also Tarxien Rainbows managing to maintain a narrow defense, not letting Gudja United score from a counter-attack.
It's a good through ball to Mbappe, fakes the shot to enter inside the box. Robertson steps in and stops the cross. But we shall see a corner for Tarxien now.
Could this be the final attack, though, of this first half? Tarxien Rainbows have been attacking so much, they really want to score now. So it is, Virgil van Dijk to R9, and it is R9 again for Tarxien Rainbows, who scores in additional time of the first half. Incredible move here from a set piece, and it's R9 who scores.
And Klauka moved the ball so intelligently there between every available man there, finding R9 inside the box, shields from Virgil van Dijk's attack and finishes expertly to the near post. And that's 1-0 for Klauka and Tarxien.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, Gudja United were doing so well. So Haller, I'm sure he was waiting for that first half whistle to go in the second half 0-0, but to have conceded so late in the first half after doing such great work in the defense must be so painful.
Exactly, and if you try to base yourself on the defense and concede a goal from a corner, most of all, it could be quite impressive on your confidence, which may be a little let down now.
So there's 45 in-game minutes left to play for, so let's see what Haller can do now on his Gudja United side. For those of you who have just joined us, Haller has just lost the first match against Klauka. So he really needs to get points now. He really needs to score.
And he is on the back foot in this match as well. So unfortunately, he really needs to step up his game.
Okay, so a good start here for Tarxien Rainbows. Once again, the second half tried through Hullet, once again to Hullet, but not enough to beat the Gudja defense.
And as we're getting more score updates here, and an impressive form from Senglia, apparently. They are beating Valletta 2-0 at halftime in the second fixture after beating them in the first.
Wow, incredible. I don't know what Senglia is on today. Incredible performance.
And even Mosta and Balzan, after the first victory for Mosta, they're now leading Balzan as well 2-0 at halftime.
Incredible. Wow, well done to Luke Bartolo on that side. So let's see if we'll have the same results here, because Tarxien Rainbows have already won the first game. When they win the second, they might actually find the second goal here with CR7! Not enough to beat Schmeichel though at the post.
Excellent catch from the Danish keeper, although we have seen a good counter-attack from Tarxien and R9, spoiling it completely by putting in a cross which was destined to nobody. As still Tarxien in possession of the ball on the outside of the box, Mbappe and R9 trying to pass between themselves, but good defense there once again from Gudja, who really need to step up their game now. just like that. It's a lazy pass from Kante. Halle really needs to put those brain muscles to work here. Try to find that free man. Try to find that extra space which may provide you with the opening to reach the box and try to get a shot off.
Exactly, as we were saying, Tarxien Rainbows are dictating the flow of this match. As once again, they are on the offensive. And with a great chance of finding the second goal, and he does through Eusebio Klauka. Incredible showing today against Halle on Gudja United.
And just like that, we've seen the things that we were saying for Haller. Klauka applied them to perfection. He left Hullet unmarked. Brilliant pass to Hullet, who then let Eusebio off. And what a finish from the brand new prime icon moments. Eusebio, 94 rated, with very good upgrades all round.
Yeah, now, I mean, everything is slipping away from Gudja United. He really needed to score himself and not concede. We did see in the previous match that he was 2-0 down and he scored one, and he was so close getting another goal with a man up. But look at this, Tarxien Rainbows again on the offensive, a good ball in, what a goal with Eusebio scoring again just 3 minutes or 4 minutes after his the other goal we just saw. So incredible, look at this, and again he's leaving so much space now. He's getting a bit more desperate. Gudja and Halle.
It's a brilliant low-driven cross from CR7, and Eusebio pounces on it like a hungry tiger and finishes it very, very nicely. And that's 3-0 for Tarxien, and I think there's no way back for Gudja now.
If Halle keeps on playing the way he is, I don't see it either. He has to do something. We haven't yet seen a substitution or a change from his end, so he is still confident with his team, his chosen matchup. However, it really is not working for him, because look at this, look at that through ball. R9, will he find the net? Not enough to get the fourth goal for his side. But what a chance that was.
Arguably the easiest chance that Klaukas had all day, and the one he didn't manage to capitalize on. I mean, what a brilliant chance, one-on-one with the keeper, who could have even lobbed it, I think. But good save from Schmeichel nonetheless.
Yeah, of course, the more you scored, the better you might place in the ranking, especially if you have the same amount of points as another player or club, because of course the goal difference does count in the end.
As Klauka once again on the offense, R9 in position of the ball in the box, ball to Eusebio! Near post finish, and 4-0 and a hat-trick for the Portuguese legend.
In 12 minutes, 13 minutes, Eusebio scored a hat-trick. How incredible is that? Wow, I don't know what happened here. Klauka just dominating incredibly, and it's like Halle just... I mean, the defense is just all over the place now for Gudja United.
And Haller's defense was quite strong in the first half, which is quite surprising to see. All these goals flying in now. And once again, Klauka on the attack. R9 and Eusebio. Eusebio free in the box. Right foot finish, hits the post. Could have been a fourth there, but the post saves Gudja United from being 5-0 down.
Wow, this is incredible from Klauka. We have seen him playing before, but never with such a great confidence and great domination. Gudja have yet to mount a good attack. Maybe here we find a consolation goal for him, but time is of course running. What a chance, maybe he might have Kante once again with the ball. But again, look at Tarxien Rainbows. The defense is on point and not enough for Gudja to penetrate through. This is incredible stuff for Tarxien Rainbows.
And another update, Sengle have beaten Valletta 3-2. So Turbulence did manage to make a comeback, but not enough, as we are seeing Messi now with the ball. What a tackle from Carlos Alberto. Stripping the ball from almost the back of the net of his own side. So brilliant tackle from Carlos Alberto there for Tarxien Rainbows.
Wow, this is an incredible scoreline actually. Not just this one, but also what we saw with Sengle and Valletta. Of course, Turbulence is one of the favorites of winning here. So this might actually give a lot of hope to other prospects for this tournament, right? Including Chris Meister himself, who saw Turbulence as a potential threat.
As we see Messi now on the ball. Excellent tackle from Virgil van Dijk. I mean, how many times you say that?
Yeah, but Klauka today is really on point, both in his offense and also his defense. That is why we have such a one-sided scoreline with 4-0 for Tarxien Rainbows, and I'm pretty sure it will stay at 4-0 here. What a way to start match day 4.
And this bodes very nicely for Klauka, who will now, after this amazing performance, especially